Since their introduction in January 2012, VoiceLive Play and VoiceLive Play GTX have become some of our most successful products ever. And you guys have told us a little bit about what you'd like to see changed in the way that they function and what goes on inside the box. So we've made a few changes. The top 3 things that you asked for were more looping time, a lot more presets, and some new and interesting ways to control what's in the box. The first 2 were pretty easy. We managed to double the looping time, and we're going to give you 500 new presets to play with. The last one was a little bit more complex, but I managed to come up with a prototype that allows direct access to every effect in the box. I introduced the VoiceLive Play GTX SRI 2.0.04 Pro. It was summarily rejected. Let's talk looping. When VoiceLive Play and VoiceLive Play GTX shipped, they came with 15 seconds of stereo looping, and if you turned undo off, you could double that time out to 30 seconds. In some of our other products, if you turn the output mode to mono, you could actually double that looping time again and get 60 seconds of looping time. So that's exactly what we've done in both of these products. All you have to do is go into the setup menu, set your output to mono, and go into the looping menu and turn undo to off. Now you've got 60 seconds of loop time, which is a great amount to use when you've got a longer section of a song that you want to do a loop in. One of the coolest things we did with presets in VoiceLive Play and VoiceLive Play GTX was model a whole ton of them on songs and artists that you know. Now you guys said, we really like that, give us a whole bunch more. So we did give you a whole bunch more. We've got 500 new presets modeled on songs and artists from all sorts of decades, all sorts of genres, and tons of artists. You'll definitely find something that you like in there. So how do you get all the new features and all the new presets? We actually get them in the same place, via our app called Voice Support, which you can get at the link below. And once you've downloaded and installed it, you're going to want to update the firmware. That's going to put all the new features and controls into the box. And then you're going to want to go to our huge online library of presets and just drag and drop any presets that you dig into the box and try them out. After that, you're ready to rock. Let's talk about the new controls. So as much as I really want everyone to have one of these Marty McFly specials that I put together, one of our astute engineers said, why don't you just give the controls to the Switch 3 where you got 3 buttons already? And yeah, that's kind of a better idea. Let's talk about how you assign controls to the Switch 3. It's really easy. When you first power up your VoiceLive Play or VoiceLive Play GTX after applying the new firmware, you're going to want to connect a Switch 3 and then head into the setup menu to configure the Switch 3. So we go into setup here, and the first thing we're going to notice is control. Now there's loop mode and custom. In loop mode, the Switch 3 operates the same way as it always has, does looping. You're going to want to try custom mode because that's the new mode. Now you're going to see here that Switch 1, Switch 2, and Switch 3, which represent Switch 1, 2, and 3 on the Switch 3, all have an assignment for what they control. So let's go through and take a look here. You've got all these loop controls that you can still assign if you want, including a new 1-button looper if you just want that. You've got tap tempo, so we can tap in a tempo whenever we want. And then you've got all of the effects, so harmony, delay, micromod, transducer, hard tune, doubling, reverb, and then now we get into guitar, so you can have guitar delay, guitar reverb, guitar micromod, guitar boost, and that's a new feature that I'll talk to you about in a second. So you're going to pick something that you want to assign to that particular switch. I'm going to say transducer, so let me find that here. There we go, transducer. So whenever I press the button 1, I get transducer. And when I press it again, transducer turns off. Pretty cool. Let's take a look at guitar boost. Now this function here is actually a boost of your guitar. So I'm going to back out here for a quick second. I'm going to go into edit the effects. And we go over to the guitar here. Now when I press the guitar boost button that I've applied to button 2, you'll see drive B and level B come in. And that's the second or boosted level. So you can actually adjust a different guitar level for each of those circumstances. So let's hear that now, just with a simple chord. That's the first level. I hit the boost. And you can hear that it's considerably louder. So that's really cool. And you can actually do that in the opposite direction too. You could have something start loud and the B level could be quieter or less distorted. So it's a neat way to have a bit of a boost pedal going on. Let's go back in here to the setup and we'll see what's on our third switch. Tap tempo. So I talked about that already. Say we've got a delay. I'm going to go in here and turn on a delay. So now I've got a delay on my voice. But it's not going as fast as I want it to go. I simply hit the tap tempo, And now you can hear that those delays are a lot faster. I'm going to turn that back off now. Now the cool thing is, when you're in this menu, if you set these all the way you want them, and you decide to go back to looping mode, so we'll go up here, we'll go looping, you'll see all these switch to loop mode, and then when I go back to custom, it's remembered what I've put in there. So it will survive a power cycle, you don't have to think about it again, you basically permanently assign those buttons to the Switch 3 and they're active whenever you want them. Now there's two other little screens here that you do have to keep mind of. Harmony moment and delay moment. All that means is that you can turn on or off a momentary version of that button. So for example, if I've attached harmony, let's go back here to switch 1, and I've got harmony moment off, it operates in latched mode. So I can press the button and have a harmony come on. Harmony! Press the button and harmony comes off. If I press momentary to on here, now harmony comes on and off only while I'm holding the button. So holding, you can hear it come on and off. So you can actually fire it in for a single word or a single phrase. Same goes for delay. If I have a delay attached to a button and I press it down for just a split second, it will only capture that momentary version of that action. There you have it. More looping, tons more presets, and a bunch more control. It's everything you asked for. It's more play. So what are you doing here watching this video? Get out there, grab a Switch 3, and keep having a ton of fun with your VoiceLive Play or VoiceLive Play GTX. Check. 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 Check.
You didn't get it. Get in the car and drive. All the things you thought you were, they ended when you lied.
You didn't get it. So get in the car and drive. All the things you thought you were, they ended when you lied. You didn't get it. So get in the car and drive. All the things you thought you were, they ended when you lied.
You didn't get it.